Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smith and welcome to my channel. I have a Dollar Tree craft for you today. We're going to be making this adorable and very sweet fan girl. Here is a list of the tools and materials I used to complete the project. For your convenience, I've also included a detailed list in the description box below. So you're going to need 3 fans for this project, and I have chosen 2 in the light blue and 1 in this really pretty floral. It has a white background and lots of very pretty florals. Go ahead and remove any of the tags and the little tassels off of your fans. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to secure your fans open. The first one, which is going to be your bottom fan, you want to open as wide as possible, lay it down, and then take a craft stick, lay a bead of glue, and then place it down, one on each side like this, and then this will hold it open so that the fan does not close. You want to make sure that you glue that on the back, and this bottom part is not going to show. Okay? So on the first one, open it as wide as you can and glue it down. Then for your second one, go ahead and open it. You want to lay it on top of the first one. You're not going to open this one quite as wide. So decide how much you need it open. You want to make sure that it comes down and it's going to cover this white piece of plastic, and then it's going to touch the other corner. Okay, you see it meets here and it meets here, but I can still see the blue underneath. So that's what you're looking for. Once you get that at the right position, grab that, flip it over, remove this, and then glue it down. Okay, so that's open. Now on the last one, which is the one that's going to be on the top, you're going to do the same thing to decide how wide you want it open. And when you open the fans, if it doesn't want to open all the way, you're going the wrong way. Go the opposite way and it will open completely up. So then on this last fan, because this is the one that's going to be on top and that you're going to see, on the side where you can still see the plastic, turn it over and remove the fan from being glued to the back, the fabric. We're going to move that and we're going to cover the front so that you don't see this little piece of plastic. Okay? And it just comes off really easy. You just have to be gentle so that you don't shred it. Okay, so wrap it so it covers that front so you don't see it, and then glue it back on. Just run a hot bead of glue and then fold that fabric back over. Now that that glue is nice and dry and set, you're going to do the same thing. Place your 2 fans down where you're going to want them. Then you're going to place your third one over the top and decide how much you want it open. All right, and flip it over. Run a bead of hot glue on your craft stick. Then lay it down. You got to press it down and hold it so that it attaches all of the little pieces in the fan. And grab your second piece and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now that fan is nice and open, and it will stay open. Okay, you can set your fans aside for now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started on the hat. I wanted to add some florals and a little bit of ribbon to this. So I have this really pretty white laced ribbon. So I'm going to put that around the rim, and then I'm going to add some florals. Now I pulled out these pink and yellow daisies and then these white and yellow zinnias. The lace all the way around, I'm just going to measure it, trim it, and then glue it down. I just think that's so pretty. Now, I'm not going to remove this flower because they have it glued down quite a bit, so I'm just going to glue my other florals over the top because I don't want to rip the hat trying to take it off. So I just put a little bit of glue down and put one end of the ribbon. And bring that around and glue down the other end. Make sure you get your ribbon where you want it before you glue it down. So I went ahead and cut the daisy off right at the top. I pulled the leaf off and then glued it to the back because I like to leave a little bit of greenery. And then I'm going to glue this one right over the top of the little white flower that was on the hat. Okay, and then I want to place one zinnia on either side of the pink flower. Now on the leaves, to attach them, you just want to remove the little plastic guy. Add a touch of glue on the back of your flower, and then slide the leaves over and glue them to the back of the flower. And then you can go ahead and glue your flower down. Now doesn't that hat look cute? And then the little rim, very cute. You're also going to need a large cooling rack. Now the large cooling racks from Dollar Tree are sold separately. If you find them and they come in two, those are the smaller racks. So you really want to look for a larger rack. You're going to need some wire cutters. And you're going to want to cut a strip that doesn't have the feet, but has 4 bars. Okay? So you see you want to cut the cooling rack so you have 4 bars so you can attach everything to this. You'll be attaching it to the 2 bars in the middle. Just be careful when you cut it. You're going to have some sharp ends, so be very cautious. I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach the fans to our base. And we're going to be using some zip ties. So the first fan I'm going to attach here at the bottom. I'm going to use the little hook that came with it to get it on there. Okay, then once you have that part down, You're going to want to go ahead and hit it with some hot glue on the back. So that it doesn't move on you, and you want to make sure that it's straight. So just put a little bit of hot glue over the bar onto the fan. To help keep it secure, go ahead and cut a craft stick in half. Add a little more hot glue. Place that down and over. Now you want this to completely set before you try to attach the next one. Okay, so I have my second fan on and it's nice and secure. I place that right above the second bar. Now the next fan I'm going to place just below this bar. You want to do that using some zip ties. So go ahead and wrap your zip tie around the bar. Feed it through the little hanger here. Now before you pull that down tight, you want to make sure that the little metal bar here is in the center. And then you want to work on your placement before you tie it down. So once you decide about where you want it, where it looks right, then you just want to tack down a little bit on either side. So it'll just kind of hold it in place for you while you get the rest secured. And go ahead and tighten it down. Just pull it as snug as you can and trim off the excess. Turn it over. And go ahead and secure it. You're also going to need a little pair of socks. Now these are 1 to 7-year-olds. They were the only ones that I could find. I wanted the little lace or frillies on it. But you can use baby socks too, whatever you can find. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach my little booties. You just want to find the center of the fan and then attach it on either side. I'm going to have my little toes sticking outward, but that's up to you whether you want them inward or outward. And I'm just going to hot glue them to the little plastic bands that hold the fan open. A couple little drops and lay it down. Go ahead and glue the socks closed as well. Looking so cute so far, don't you think? Okay, so I found this at the Dollar Tree. It is called Winter Princess, and it is faux hair, and it comes on this little band. Now, most of the colors were kind of wild, but I was able to find this white one. So I'm going to go ahead and use this as her hair. Okay, so we're going to want to attach the hair. And I am going to give it a haircut once I get it down and placed. And then remember, we're also going to put the hat on here, and we want the hat to come down long enough to cover this. So when I do that, I'm looking at that I have extra wire here. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to cut this top square off. Okay, so I went ahead and cut this piece off. I left that bar there. This is also what we're going to use to hang it. Okay, so I've gone ahead and attached the hair just above this bar, and I used 2 zip ties, one on this side and one on this side. That way I can make sure that the hair stays in the middle. So now all we have to do is go ahead and attach our hat. It's going to go right there. And then I can trim the hair however long I want it so that it looks right. But I'll do that once I get everything together. Okay, so to attach the hat, I just simply took one of the cable ties and thread it through the top through 2 little holes and attached it. Now I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of hot glue on either corner once I have it placed properly and glue it down. And I also used another cable tie up here to add a loop to hang it from. So everything is now attached, and I've used the cable ties and the hot glue. And she is all done. I think she's absolutely adorable. I did go ahead and hang her up and give her a little bit of a haircut, so her hair length is a little bit more suitable to her size. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's Dollar Tree craft. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you and your family are all staying happy, healthy, and strong. Thanks again. You have a great day, and I will catch you next time.